It's Sunny, and today I'm here with another video showing you guys my Intel Xeon processor E3-1231V3. Now I'll just do a real quick Heaven bench test. I know Heaven bench test is not really for processor, it's more like a GPU test, but I just want to show you guys something that I had problem before with my Core i7-4790K. For some reason I was getting some lag or something, some stuff from my Core i7 processor. For some reason I felt like my Core i7-4790K was never running right. I just don't know why. It never gave me the satisfaction. Doesn't matter if I overclock or whatever. Every time I used to, get this, this crazy lag. I don't know why. I'm playing Battlefield 4 or running a Heaven bench test, and doesn't matter what graphic card I was using. I was using GTX 970 or GTX 780, GTX 770. For some reason I had this lag. And I figured it out after I purchased the Xeon E3-1231V3, and for some reason I run the same test. And I'm using even a lower end GTX 760 graphic card, as you can see here, and my problem solved. So as you can see here, my specs, I have an Intel Xeon CPU E3-1231V3, and the clock speed running at 3.4 gigahertz, 16 gig of I have a Ripjaws RAMs, 64-bit operating system, and see if I could show you guys my graphic card. Okay, as you can see, my graphic card, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760, and I'll run a quick Heaven benchmark. Okay, as you can see here, okay, let's just change this to 1080, 1920 by 1080, and until it's in 8x, so x8 highest, extreme, I left that one on custom, DirectX 11, and quality auto setting, and full screen. Okay, like when I had my GTX 770 or 780, I was running all this test, and for some reason, okay, wait, benchmarking, okay. So what I'm trying to show that even with the GTX 760 2 gig of RAM, I'm getting really smooth transaction, as you can see here. And as you can see, my frames are really low because it's a GTX 760, but I'm getting on 1080p on auto setting with everything high, 58 frame, and minimum frame I'm getting 21, maximum frame I'm getting 65. Now for some reason with my Core i7, I used to get a lot of lags, like freezing lags, even like point like this I used to get like freeze. And mind you, I'm using the same hardware, same motherboard, same graphic card, same everything. I just changed the processor to the Xeon processor, and just everything is just so smooth, and now the processor I have, the Xeon processor, is not the highest end Xeon processor. This thing goes about like 250. I picked it up from Micro Center. It cost me around 209 with tax and everything, about 228. So definitely great deal. I'll show you the part right here, right? So when I had my Core i7-4790K, even with 970, GTX 970, this thing used to freeze up here. Lag, freeze up. As you can see, guys, I'm using a GTX 760 with the highest setting, with the Xeon E3-1231 processor, and this thing is running flawlessly. I just don't get it. I didn't change nothing. Same SSD, Because of that reason, I did reinstall Windows 8.1 3-4 time, check all the driver, updated my everything, everything, all the driver from Gigahertz website, the chipset driver, everything. But nothing fixed my problem, the lagging problem. So what I'm thinking, that was my processor. Something was wrong with my processor. I don't know what. I had a water cooler on. I tried overclocking, same problem I had. Without overclock, same problem I had. Now compare Xeon E3 1231 V3 to a Intel Core i7 4790K. There shouldn't be no competition, or Intel Core i7 4790K should be better, because I paid around $350 for that processor, and it's supposed to be way better than an E3, E3 1231 V3. So I don't know. Like a lot of time I return, like I bought a 960 and I kind of returned that graphic card because I had that problem. So so meantime I had problem with my processor or something, and I was returning those good graphic card. Thus I never figured, you know. So I just wanted to share with you guys that, guys, don't sleep on Xeon processor. Anything, like I personally like the Xeon E3 1231, the server and workstation, processor. They're the one of the best processor, you believe it or not. Yeah, you can overclock, you can do a lot of things you could do with the Core i7 processor, Core i5 processor, but this processor is way better than 4690, I believe, or any Core i5 processor. I wouldn't say better than a Core i7 processor, but this thing giving me almost same like result as Core i7, even better. Now one thing you do have to understand, these are the workstation processor. These are the server processor. So they're a little bit more stable. I feel like they're a little bit more, like, you could put a lot of pressure on them. So like I said, this test, you need, having bench test is more for like something like a graphic card, but I had problem with the Heaven test before because of my processor or whatever. And so as you can see, I got around frame 31.8, and my score is not the highest, the test result, but what I wanted to share with you guys, that Xeon processor are definitely a great processor. If you guys are building something for video editing and playing game, trust me, go for it. Now, what kind of game I play with this processor? I play Battlefield 4, Crisis 3, Grade 3, Dirt 3, Metro Last Light 2033. I play all this game with this processor, so don't think the Xeon processor can play game, or it will play worse game than your Core i7 or Core i5. This processor is a beast, and that's with the stock speed. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. If you have any question, please leave the comment below. And I just wanted to show you guys, the problem I was having with my system. I thought, a lot of things may be wrong with my system. Maybe my motherboard bad, my SSD bad. But no, guys, that was the processor. Alright, peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will have a lot of content about processor, graphic card, and all that. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.